And we say good morning to you, broadcasting live. We is here ready to go. Max Medicine Mart on this beautiful Monday. We're here with Dr. Barry Walton's in the house, ladies and gentlemen. We're here ready to talk to him coming up in a few minutes, William Yarber. And we got a full plate. We're going to hear from Ryan Wagner, the head baseball coach at Dobbins Bennett, on the road to the state baseball tournament. Literally, he's on the road in the van or the buses, whatever they're going in, and we'll hear from him coming up a little bit later in the show. Josh Lawson stops by from the Kingsport Mets. See what's going on there. We're inside of a month now to start the season for K-Med baseball and all the Appalachian League teams. Also, Dr. Barry Walton stops by and talks to us again. Gaia and Solgar are the two supplements on sale this month here at Max Medicine Mart. David Strickland, the soccer coach from Science Hill, they're heading off to the big dance in Murfreesboro with the boys soccer team. We'll hear from Coach Strickland as well. So all that's going on. Also, William Yarber is going to join us from Max Medicine Mart. So you see there on the screen, I'm not William Yarber. I'm Tom Taylor. Here you go. When we say good morning to you, we thank you for being with us live again at Max Medicine Mart here in Kingsport, Tennessee. Make track to Max, and you do. Here's something pretty cool. They got the Yankee candles. Of course, our next big holiday coming up is Father's Day, and so Karen said, you know what, guys like candles. I mean, I do. I like candles. How about this right here? This is cool. This is a kind of an interesting looking little creature here, a little gizmo, a little bottle with a butterfly on it. I'm sure that's for a guy, but maybe so. I guess different strokes, different folks. So that's something to take a look at. Here's the thing I want to point out for the man on the go. And so this is Pack Light, Pack Smart, Travel On. How about this? This is Edge Show Gel, Degree, deodorant, all this little travel bag for a man on the go. And so it's got all these different components in it. Toothpaste, toothbrush, razor, scalp brush, Kleenex, pocket comb, travel guide, toiletry bag. This is a really cool thing. This is for a dad, very practical gift for a man on the go. 11-piece plus a bonus, the original convenience kit, best brands packed and ready to go again. And this is available here at Max Medicine Mart with a nice little zipper here on the side of it. And of course, you can hang it like that and put it in your luggage, however you want to do it. And so make tracks to Max. That's a thought starter for Dad for Father's Day coming up in a couple of weeks. We are coming up in a couple of weeks, give you a chance to win tickets to go see Father's Day weekend. Let's pop that up right now and get that in there, because I want you to see how you can, again, get to, whereabouts is it here, how you can get to, I don't see it. Maybe Jeremiah's changed it. Anyway, I wanted to show you real quick. There it is. Went right over it. There you go. Win tickets to the Thunder Valley Nationals coming up on Saturday, Father's Day weekend, June the 17th. Grandstand tickets plus a pit access. All you got to do is go to TomTaylorSports.com right there and register. /contest. We'll give it away in a couple of weeks. Again, 10 winners to be announced. These are $40 tickets, so obviously you're getting $80 worth of tickets per winner. Can't beat it. So, again, 2 tickets to Thunder Valley Nationals coming up Father's Day weekend. Again, grandstand tickets and pit access, TomTaylorSports.com /contest, and that would be what you need to do to get yourself eligible to win, and we'll give them away, as we said, coming up. That will be on June the 13th, a couple of weeks from today. Here's our schedule. Tomorrow, going to be at Hardee's in Blountville, having a big time there, hanging out at Hardee's in Blunt, Vegas. Wednesday, Chick-fil-A, The Crossings in Johnson City. Thursday at Champion Chevrolet in Johnson City. And Friday, to kick off the Memorial Day weekend, we're going to be at a food city near you, and Kevin hasn't told me which one yet. He's trying to decide which one he wants me at, and either one we're going to have a lot of fun and be there and have a big time again coming up, as we said, on this Friday, kicking off Memorial Day weekend 2017. Quick break. We'll jump in and get after some sports, see what's going on. How about the Cavaliers and the Celtics? I blew them off on Friday and said the Celtics don't have a chance. Well, they do. They won. We'll tell you about that. The Predators and the Senators and the Penguins and the Ducks. We'll talk a little bit about that as well. Major League Baseball, all that straight ahead here. We'll take our first segment. We'll take a look at NBA and pro hockey, the National Hockey League coming up next year. A little bit later on, we got baseball segments, see what's going on in the bigs. All that straight ahead here again on this edition of the Tom Taylor Sports Show, live from Max Medicine Mart in Kingsport. Make tracks to Max on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
The deals are heating up for Truck Month at Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City. Over 300 new Chevys to choose from, all with incredible savings. $11,000 off MSRP on 16 Silverado All-Star Crew Cabs. Check out the savings online at championjc.com. 16 Silverado Crew Cab, $33,685. 16 Track, $17,460. 16 Equinox, $21,615. 16 Traverse, $27,365. Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City, where we leave you asking, how do they do that?
At Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, they treat thousands of patients each year dealing with diabetes and its effects. Diabetes overtaking our nation and leaving a path of destruction behind. Through wound care, office visits, and preventive care, they see most of the patients after a problem arises. Using diabetic footwear such as shoes and inserts, a great way to prevent or prolong skin breakdown and amputation. At Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, they use only custom molds from patient mold inserts, which further ensure a great recovery, or better yet, prevents a wound from happening. They use custom molded shoes, bracing, custom inserts, and extra depth diabetic shoes to prevent wounds or other skin issues from beginning. Call today, 1-800-524-4447. 39 years, 6 locations, 1 family. Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, 1-800-524-4447.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Over 10 to choose from. Perfect for having the gang over to watch the big game, birthday parties, church get-togethers, backyard gatherings, everything from fruit trays to garden salad trays to nuggets and chicken strip trays. And for the sweet tooth, try the cinnamon cluster or chocolate chunk cookie tray. So you see, any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A at the crossings in North Johnson City.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at fca.org.
Back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. Show number 523 on this Monday, May the 22nd, 2017. All right, let's take a look at it again. We talked on Friday about how bad it was going to be, and it was a blowout time with the OK Crowd. It has been up to this point, but Avery Bradley's three-pointer danced around the rim and dropped in with less than a second left. Boston blown out of the first 2 games of the Eastern Conference Finals and playing without star Isaiah Thomas. Again, going to Cleveland, stunned the Cavaliers 111-108. to end the Champions' 13-game postseason winning streak. So the Cavaliers, for all intents and purposes, had this one put away and ready to move on to the finals. Not so much now. At least they're going to be pushed. It won't be a sweep anyway. Marcus Smart made 7 3-pointers, scored 27. Bradley had 20 for the Celtics, and again, they win last night, 111-108. So in the NBA basketball, coming up next on the NBA, you would have for Monday tonight, you've got Golden State at San Antonio, and they're trying to put the sweep on them. Golden State leads that series 3-0. Spurs in trouble, obviously. Kawhi Leonard still not for sure he's coming back for this game. So, for all intents and purposes, Golden State has got this one in the bag. Even if the Spurs win tonight, they have to go back to Golden State on Wednesday night for the next game. So 3-0 with a chance to sweep tonight for Golden State in San Antonio. Next round up, again, game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals tomorrow night in Cleveland between the Cavaliers and the Boston Celtics. So again, LeBron James, 11 points yesterday, held to 11. Kevin Love, 28. Kyrie Irving had 29. Thompson had 18. But King LeBron held to 11 points on a 4 for 13 shooting from the floor. And so, again, obviously not the kind of night that he was wanting. And LeBron James 0 for 4 from three-point range, had 11 points. You know he'll come roaring back. That's not LeBron James, so he'll come back and have a big-time game, I would think, tomorrow night with Game 4 of that series being set to go and ready to roll in Cleveland. On the National Hockey League from last night and yesterday, the Pittsburgh Penguins have come to life. Penguins a 7-0 hammer of the Ottawa Senators in Pittsburgh. Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Final. And so it has now become a 3-2 lead for the Penguins, trying to come back and defend their Stanley Cup crown. And so they were in trouble, at least thought to be at one point. And so now they have roared back and made this a series. In fact, they lead the series. And so they skate last night. Again, it was we said yesterday, 7-0 shutout over Ottawa. Pittsburgh leads at 3-2. Tonight in Nashville, the Predators skate against Anaheim. So could this be, it will be, the last chance for the Predators to be seen in this series in Nashville tonight? Of course, series Nashville leads at 3-2. Can they close it out, finish it tonight, and get ready for either Pittsburgh or Ottawa in the Stanley Cup Finals? We will see, but they skate tonight in Nashville. We'll drop the puck at 8 o'clock. We'll let you know tomorrow night. Hello, Phil McManus. How are you, sir?
Fine. How are you?
I'm doing good. They will drop the puck again tonight. If they win, tonight they'll sweep, or not sweep, but take the series, and so the Predators a game away from getting into the Stanley Cup Finals. Again, Pittsburgh and Ottawa will skate tomorrow night. So that's your National Hockey League and your NBA update. And so tonight, San Antonio and Golden State in San Antonio. Doesn't look good for the Spurs. And again, on the ice tonight, Nashville skates against Anaheim tonight in the National Hockey League. Hey, we're live here at Max Medicine Mart with a Gaia supplement is 20% off for the month of May, and also Solgar. We're going to be talking to William Yarber and also talking to Dr. Barry Walton coming up here in just a few minutes. We're here live again at Max Medicine Mart. Again, next holiday up is Father's Day. This is a really cool thing. I like this myself. Let me buy this one myself. Man on the Go. This is a really cool thing. It's a shaving kit for Dad for Father's Day. Again, the original convenience kit, the best brands packed and ready to go. It's an 11-piece travel kit here at Max. Edge Shave Gel, Degree Deodorant, Perk Plus Shampoo, Crest Toothpaste, Soft Grip Toothbrush, a razor, a Palm Scalp Brush, a Kleenex tissues, or some Kleenex tissues, a pocket comb, a travel guide, and a toiletry bag. Pretty cool, pretty nifty, and very, very practical. So for that father that's on the move, pack light, pack smart, and travel on. It's the Man on the Go travel kit. An 11-piece travel kit here from Max Medicine Mart in Kingsport. Make tracks to Max, and you do. We'll take a break. We'll come right back, getting ready to check in my man Gator, see what he's into. He joins us coming up next. We'll check in with him a little bit later on. We've got Major League Baseball, see what's going on the scoreboard and who's playing where for this Monday, May the 22nd. Also coming up at the bottom of the hour, we'll be joined by Ryan Wagner, the head baseball coach at Dobbins Minute. They're traveling to start their tournament play tomorrow in the state baseball tournament against Blackman at 28-10. The Indians at 28-11. They play tomorrow night at 7:30 at Signal High School in Nashville. And so the Indians, again, in on another state tournament run. And so with this kid, I say kid, he's a young man, but he's a kid in my book. I remember back in the day when I called these games. But, again, it is the third straight state tournament berth in 5 years for Ryan Wagner and his baseball team, and the 17th state tournament appearance overall for the Dobbins Minute Indian baseball program. So obviously they've had a lot of success, and the goal this year is to get down there and win a state championship. You know what? They got the horses. They got the arms. That's the thing. We'll talk to Ryan about that coming up here in a few minutes. Also, we got William Yarber waiting in the wings, so lots going on. Quick break. We'll be right back. We're live here at Max Medicine Mart on this Monday, May 22nd, on the 523rd edition of the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
At American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the 8 areas of your vehicle that takes constant continuing education is the air conditioner on your vehicle.
Well, you would think that AC would be a simple one, but it's getting to be a lot bigger than just AC. It's the management of the system, not just AC, but heat and everything. It's a lot more computer controlled than it used to be. It used to be just a little button on the dash that you pushed. Now there's all kinds of electronics involved in that. Braking systems used to be fairly simple. Now some of the newer vehicles, you have to have a computer to actually operate the braking system to make sure that it's okay after you've worked on it. Computer controlled of the engine is becoming very important. There's a lot to that. Each one of these areas, the technology is just tripled and quadrupled in the last few years. It's hard to keep up. You really need to stay in the books and know what's going on with them.
American Import and Auto Repair, Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111. Blue Lizard Australian Sunscreen originated in Australia, where sunscreen standards are the strictest in the world. Although our products are now manufactured here in the U.S., we continue to adhere to the most stringent Australian standards to offer the best in broad-spectrum sun protection. Blue Lizard, the brand most recommended by pediatricians and dermatologists. Our smart bottle turns blue in the presence of UV rays, reminding you to cover up. You bring the sun, Blue Lizard brings the magic.
It's Friday night at 7 o'clock. You've been involved in a car accident. You may be out of state on vacation or just a few miles from home. What do you do? Who do you call? At Farmers Insurance Group, one call is all you have to make. Hello, this is Jim Klein, an agent with Farmers Insurance. It's called One and Done. You don't have to wait till Monday morning to file a claim. You can make the initial call and we'll begin right away to help you. We assist you in moving the vehicle to a certified repair shop, getting you set up with rental car, and informing your agent. Then here are the staff at Jim Klein Farmers Insurance. We follow the claim through to the end. It's that easy. One and Done. We're your one and done location for all your insurance needs. Auto, home, life, commercial, workers' comp, and bonds. We can help you with all your insurance needs. Give me a call today, Jim Klein Farmers Insurance at 247-5400, your one and done location in Kingsport, 247-5400.
Hi, I'm Rob Cole with Bays Mountain Park. There's something for everyone at Bays Mountain Park. Whether you're an outdoor enthusiast or simply looking to get away and relax, Bays Mountain Park in Kingsport, Tennessee is the perfect destination. For only $4 per vehicle, enjoy 3,500 acres of breathtaking scenery, featuring 40 miles of hiking trails, wildlife habitats, one of the Southeast's premier planetariums, and much, much more. For more information, please visit www.baysmountain.com or call us at 423-229-9447. Bays Mountain Park, one of the Tri-City's best places for learning, leisure, and recreation.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show live again at Max Meadows, Marty, and Kingsport. Make tracks to Max. Let's take a look at Major League Baseball. First off, in the National League from yesterday, Colorado beat the Reds 6-4. Reds lost 7 out of their last 8. They're in a tailspin. Angels beat the Mets 12-5 to avoid a sweep. It was Pittsburgh shutting out Philadelphia 1-0. Washington, Strasburg strikes out 11. They beat Atlanta 3-2. Cardinals over San Francisco 8-3. Cubbies all over Milwaukee 13-6. Dodgers again defeat Miami 6-3. And San Diego over Arizona in the National League. Your schedule for today, everything under the lights tonight: Colorado at Philadelphia, Cleveland and Cincinnati, interleague play between the Indians and the Reds, 7:10 first pitch. Pittsburgh at Atlanta. San Francisco will be in Wrigley Field against the Cubbies, and the White Sox in Arizona to battle the Diamondbacks. In the American League from yesterday, it was the Yankees over Tampa Bay 3-2. Toronto beat Baltimore 3-1. Cleveland 8, Houston 6. In a doubleheader, Kansas City and Minnesota split. Kansas City got the opener 6-4. Twins with the nightcap 8-4. Boston all over Oakland 12-3. White Sox beat Seattle 8-1. And Texas downing Detroit in Detroit. Final there 5-2. Everything under the lights tonight: Kansas City in New York to battle the Yankees. Minnesota and Baltimore, as we told you. Cleveland at Cincinnati. The Angels in Tampa Bay. Detroit opens up a series in Houston against the Red Hot Astros, and the White Sox, as we said, in Arizona. Starting this week, as far as divisional play in the National League East, Washington with a 7-game lead over Atlanta. New York 7.5 games back. In the Central, Milwaukee with a 1.5 lead over the Cardinals. Cubs coming on, they're 2 games back. Reds, just as predicted, slowly sliding into the Central. In the Western Division, Colorado 2-game lead over both Los Angeles and Arizona. In the American League, the divisional races starting this week: New York, the Yankees a half game better than Baltimore. Boston 4 games back in the East. In the Central Division, virtual tie on the top between Minnesota and Cleveland. What a turnaround. Again, it's a long season, but the Twins lost over 100 games last year, and now they are on top at this point on the leaderboard in the Central Division. They're tied with Cleveland. The Detroit Tigers a game and a half back. And in the Western Division, Houston leads everybody. It's the hottest team in baseball with a record of 29-15. Astros 6 games better than the red-hot Texas Rangers. So that particular division is starting to heat up as both Houston and Texas playing some solid baseball right now in the American League West. So that's a look again at the baseball scoreboard. Again, one more time in the American League tonight, Kansas City against New York, Minnesota, Baltimore, Cleveland and Cincinnati, Angels at Tampa Bay, Detroit at Houston, and the White Sox in Arizona. In the National League, it'll be the Cubbies hosting San Francisco. Pittsburgh opens up a series in Atlanta against the Braves. And again, you have Colorado at Philadelphia again on this Monday, May the 22nd, 2017. We'll take a break, come right back. We'll go live. He's with us. He is literally on the road traveling. He is the head baseball coach of the Dobbins Indians. Ryan Wagner is going to join us next on the road to Murfreesboro, literally on the bus. We'll talk to him next year on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, live at Max Meadows, Martin Kingsport, on show number 523 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And again, we dedicate our show. We have not done that. We dedicate our show, as always, to the man who hung up on the cross for us and did it unashamedly for us, and we did it unashamedly for him. We dedicate the show out of the book of Isaiah 43:1 says, "Fear not, for I have redeemed you. I have called you by your name. You are mine." How about that? Fear not, for I have redeemed you. I've called you by your name, and you are mine. Again, that's Isaiah 43:1, and that's, again, our verse of the day here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll talk live to Ryan Wagner on the road again with the Indian baseball team, live here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Over 10 to choose from. Perfect for having the gang over to watch the big game, birthday parties, church get-togethers, backyard gatherings, everything from fruit trays to garden salad trays to nuggets and chicken strip trays. And for the sweet tooth, try the cinnamon cluster or chocolate chunk cookie tray. So you see, any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A at the Crossings in North Johnson City.
The deals are heating up for Truck Month at Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City. Over 300 new Chevys to choose from, all with incredible savings. $11,000 off MSRP on 16 Silverado All-Star Crew Cabs. Check out the savings online at championjc.com. 16 Silverado Crew Cab, $33,685. 16 Track, $17,460. 16 Equinox, $21,615. 16 Traverse, $27,365. Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City, where we leave you asking, how do they do that?
At American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the 8 areas of your vehicle that takes constant continuing education is the air conditioner on your vehicle.
Well, you would think that AC would be a simple one, but it's getting to be a lot bigger than just AC. It's the management of the system, not just AC, but heat and everything. It's a lot more computer controlled than it used to be. It used to be just a little button on the dash that you pushed. Now there's all kinds of electronics involved in that. Braking systems used to be fairly simple. Now some of the newer vehicles, you have to have a computer to actually operate the braking system to make sure that it's okay after you've worked on it. Computer controlled of the engine is becoming very important. There's a lot to that. Each one of these areas, the technology is just tripled and quadrupled in the last few years. It's hard to keep up. You really need to stay in the books and know what's going on with them.
American Import and Auto Repair, Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
Your life is always changing. You never know what shape it will take, or how your financial needs might change. But if we talk about your investments and how they can provide for you and your family, the future becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
We're back live with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're live with Max Middleton. Mart. He's on the road like Willie Nelson, literally on the bus. Head coach of the Dobbins Winter Indian baseball team, Ryan Wagner. Coach, good morning, sir. How you doing?
Doing well. Excited. Rolling down the road here, just left about 20 minutes ago.
Isn't it great that you can say you're on the bus heading to the state tournament for the 17th time as a program? That's pretty impressive.
It is. It's even better to say you're on a van and not a bus. So, we're on 4 vans. But, yeah, it's exciting. It's not easy to get here, obviously. Kids done very well postseason. We've talked the last few times. And, seniors take you as far as you're going to go most of the time, and they performed well with underclass, another underclassman or two, and then our pitchers. Both the guys that threw most of our innings the last 2 weeks are juniors. So it's been good.
Well, I like that kid that pitched Friday night. He's got a great last name, Matt Taylor. Again, 5-0 win over Maryville, and that was a heck of a win for your ball club. And Jeff County won, so you got 2 Region 1s heading down. But let's talk about that big win over Maryville Friday night.
Yeah, I didn't really know what to expect. I mean, that district's so good every year. It's loaded with good teams, coaches, Farragut, Maryville, Hardin Valley, Bearden, and then along some other good schools too. There are no pushovers, and then Catholics moving back up to AAA next year and going to join them. So that makes that district very tough to get out of. So New Maryville would be tough-nosed kids. How they are in other sports as well. They're just winners and class acts. But their pitcher was a very proven pitcher. He's 9-1 on the mound. He had an ERA of 1, and was going to LMU. Had like 100 strikeouts compared to 18 walks. We kind of capitalized on some things early. Had a break or two. They made a mistake or two, and we took off from there. And then obviously our pitcher Matt Taylor was dominant on the mound. Only 4 strikeouts that we've kind of been talking about, limiting his pitches. So he pitched contact, a lot of fastballs, and our defense played very well behind him as well. So it's a great team effort.
You can see on the screen we're talking to Ryan Wagner, the Dobbins baseball coach. They're on the road, literally in vans, heading down to Murfreesboro. Of course, you start out kind of slow, Coach. 6-7 at one point, and then since then you've gone 22-4 with all losses, only by 1 run. So you've really had a heck of a year, and your kids have really stepped up and played solid, fundamental baseball for Dobbins Minute.
They have. It was kind of a struggle early. We didn't get any games in the first week before we took off down to play Riverdale and Siegel, and those guys were literally our first 2 games. And then you turn around on Saturday and have to play Clarksville, who was second in the state most of the year, got beat this past Monday by a real good pitcher from the beach, who's now in the state tournament. So, and then kind of got into our conference a little bit, but then we had Charleston, headed to Easley, South Carolina, played in a tournament, played 2 tournaments at our place. And it's kind of a grind there right in the middle. We had about 13 games in 2 week span. And then after that, we kind of backed off. And I feel like we were fresh. I think I mentioned that to you before. These last 3 weeks just kind of got our legs under us, and all those battles we went through have really helped us. And these guys are relentless. They, we go get beat, it's not going to be because they're scared of anybody. They just get after it, and they got the right mindset.
Here's who's still standing. Brentwood plays Mumford tomorrow. Of course, DB plays Blackman. We'll get that scouting report in a second. Beach will play Jefferson County, and Stewart's Creek will take on Houston. Coach, you're 28-11. Blackman's 28-10. Give us the scouting report on Blackman. What do you know about this ball club?
Well, if you come out of that district, it's the same thing as being in Knoxville, maybe even more deep. Rutherford County is really strong. It's just a big area. It's growing, and there's, I don't know, that county probably has 5 to 6 to 7 3A schools in baseball, and so any 4 or 5 teams could have come out of that district, and Blackman did. So we've talked to a few people. We've not got a lot of details. We just know they're a good club. We know that a little bit about their number 1 pitcher, whether he'll be throwing against us or not. I imagine he will, but you'll never know what people are thinking with this new pitch count rule. So. They beat Franklin County last Monday in the must-win game. I think it was like 5-2 in 8 innings, and they beat Walker Valley from the Cleveland area 4-1. Friday night in the sectional game. So, good ball club. It's going to be that way from here on out, but these guys will be ready to go.
Coach, double elimination. I know you're down there for, 4 or 5 days, so what's the key? I would assume lots of arms, but let's get it from you. What's the key? What do you got to do to get down there, and what's it take, I guess, to win a state championship, bring back to East Tennessee?
It's kind of like what we've been doing this past week, really, to be honest with you, is just kind of executing what we need to on offense, and then throwing strikes and playing your defense behind you. We got enough talent to compete down here, and main thing is get out the first couple games and then let your depth work. And we feel like we're pretty deep with our pitching staff, and so that's the main things. You can't go down here kind of thinking too much about strategy and how you're going to pitch. You got to go after it right off the bat. You don't want to get to lose the break if you can help it. So that's kind of our thinking right now.
Am I right in saying you're the seventh year as a head coach? This is your third trip to the state tournament in 7 years. Is that correct?
Yes.
That's pretty good, Coach. I knew you win.
A lot of good players.
Yep.
We've had a lot of good players. We got a lot of kids in college right now that are playing baseball, and that's a testament to our program. They all come back. I can't tell you how many were down on the field after the game the other night. Probably around 10 players, and some of them are still, competing in the Division I guys. And we had a lot of support this past week, and it says a lot about where our program is right now, and it's exciting to see that.
Well, you're representing all of us now, you and North Green down there for baseball, and Jeff County, to be honest with you, in East Tennessee. So bring home the championship. We'll talk to you maybe later on this week, and good luck to you. Have a safe trip. I'll talk to you later on, all right? All
right, Tom. Thanks for having me. Appreciate all you do.
Class act right there, Ryan Wagner. Again, folks, you take a look at the track record. How about it? He's been a head coach. He's head coach his 7th season. He's made 3 trips to the state tournament in 7 seasons. That's pretty good batting average. We'll take that all day long. So, again, we're live here at Max Medicine Mart. We'll take a quick break, come right back. William Yarber joins us. We'll see what's going on here at Max. Again, we're here on this Monday, May the 22nd. Tomorrow we'll be at Hardee's in Bluntville, broadcasting live there. Wednesday we'll be at Chick-fil-A at the Crossings in Johnson City. And then on Thursday we'll be at Champion Chevrolet, and Friday we'll be at Food City. So we got a full plate this week, as always, and we love it. Quick break. William Yarber from right here at Max talking about the Solgar supplement. He joins us next year against show number 523 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City takes care of both male and female customers, but owner Kim Smith says they have a special care and concern for ladies.
Being a female in what's considered a man's business, I understand the trepidation that women may have when they come to the shop. They feel like they don't know about cars, they might be intimidated, but that's not the way we do business. Everybody's treated the same. We take the time to explain anything that they have questions about, the repair, the process, the part. We want to make sure people are comfortable with what we're going to do to their vehicle and that they understand. We do cater to women in a sense. We have a real nice waiting room with nice Keurig coffee and flavored creamers, air-conditioned, cushioned seats, TV, everything a girl could want while she waits for her car to be fixed.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111. At Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, they treat thousands of patients each year dealing with diabetes and its effects. Diabetes overtaking our nation and leaving a path of destruction behind. Through wound care, office visits, and preventive care, they see most of the patients after a problem arises. Using diabetic footwear such as shoes and inserts, a great way to prevent or prolong skin breakdown and amputation. At Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, they use only custom molds from patient mold inserts, which further ensure a great recovery, or better yet, prevents a wound from happening. They use custom molded shoes, bracing, custom inserts, and extra depth diabetic shoes to prevent wounds or other skin issues from beginning. Call today, 1-800-524-4447. 39 years, 6 locations, 1 family. Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, 1-800-524-4447. If you're catching some waves or just playing in the yard, it is important to protect yourself. You may not feel the sun's heat, but UV rays can still damage your skin even in cloudy weather. Blue Lizard Sunscreen, recommended by pharmacists and dermatologists nationwide. Our SPF 30-plus formulations use only the highest quality ingredients for broad-spectrum protection. As a reminder to protect yourself, our bottle turns blue when UV light is present. Blue Lizard, we've got you covered.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
Back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us live at Max Medicine Mart. Make tracks to Max, and you do. We appreciate that very much. And again, we're waiting on William Yarber. He'll be over in just a second. Let's run down who's going to be playing, because we got folks, not only Dobbins Minute, got some other folks going to the big dance. In single A baseball, North Green takes on Summertown tomorrow night at 7:30. They'll play that at Middle Tennessee Christian. So again, the North Green Huskies at 22-4 taking on Summertown at 23-12. That's in Double A baseball. Of course, as we said in Triple A, it's Dobbins Minute and Jeff County there. Jeff County will play Beach. They'll play that at Oakland High School tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Beach at 31-8. Jeff County at 25-9. And again, I can't remember the last time two teams from Region 1 beating the two teams in Region 2 and going on down to the state tournament ever. Guess it's happened, but it's got to been a long time. So anyway, Jeff County's in there playing Beach at 5 o'clock on Tuesday, tomorrow. Dobbins Minute takes on Blackman tomorrow night at 7:30. It is double elimination. That's in baseball. Now in softball, you have state tournament play. You have Unaka, the Lady Rangers, taking on Good Pasture at 5 o'clock tomorrow night. Again, the opening round of the Single A state softball tournament. Then in Double A, the Elizabeth and Lady Cyclones are in. They take on either Greenbrier or Waverly. They were still going to try to determine who wins that game. I think they had some weather problems with that one. So Elizabethton plays the winner of Greenbrier and Waverly. That'll be at 6:30 tomorrow night of the state softball tournament. So baseball, North Green, Dobbins Minute, Jeff County. And then on the softball side of things, Unaka and Elizabethton are in. So we've got, 5? Then we've got state soccer. We've got David Strickland going to join us coming up here in a few minutes, the soccer coach from Science Hill, because they're in the big dance. Also, Greenville's boys soccer team taking on Jackson Christian as the defending state champion. They'll play soccer tomorrow evening in the Single A, Double A quarterfinals. And Cleveland will be the opponent for Science Hill soccer team. Science Hill 22-1. Cleveland 21-0, and 2 ties. And so Science Hill will be Cleveland's opponent, and Cleveland will be Science Hill's opponent tomorrow night. We'll hear from head coach David Strickland coming up here in just a little while here on the show. Hey, we're live at Max Medicine Mart. Make tracks to Max, and you do. And we're here, and he's here. He's our man putting on the headsets, and let's get things spun around so we can see him. That would be my man right there. Tilt this up a little bit, and let's see. Let's get him on the screen. That would be William. There we go.
Oh,
there you go. Morning, sir. How you doing?
Doing great. How are you today?
Just fine, sir. We got Solgar,
Awesome.
20% off.
Yep.
The entire month of May. Today's the 22nd day. So we got about 9 days left till the month runs out. Been a hot seller as always. So tell us again what's the big sellers under the Solgar brand, and everything Solgar 20% off this month at Max Medicine Mart.
All right, so the first item we got would be the Solgar Comfort Zone. That is their digestive enzymes. And, kind of the whole purpose of digestive enzymes is you're adding an extra enzyme to your stomach. Just aid in digestion, some, to help digest carbs, sugars, things like that. Just make it easier on your system. Helps with regularity, lots of great things. I've got a few customers that actually comment that are kind of like late eaters in the evening. You pop a digestive enzyme, kind of late in the day, and you won't kind of wake up with that kind of sour stomach kind of feeling the next morning. So they do work really well. Got a lot of positive feedback on these.
This is called Comfort Zone. Again, 20% off. I'll leave William's handsome face in the picture there, and then there's Comfort Zone. Becky's over taking pictures again. By the way, she gets us all over Facebook. Thank you, Becky. She's a social media guru out there. Or guruette, I guess. She's a lady, guruette. But
she's
anyway,
making us famous.
She does a great job. Yes, she does in social media. So when you see us, share us and like us, and we appreciate that very much. All right. So Comfort Zone for digestive complex. What's next?
Next is their Herbal Liver Complex.
Okay. You keep talking. I'll put it up on the screen.
So the Herbal Liver Complex, that is just to support a natural, healthy liver. A lot of us, consume toxins that are not really too beneficial to the liver, just out of everyday use, and it's just a great thing to really take to keep everything in check. It's a great detoxifier. Just kind of aids in kind of defatting the liver. So just great all-around health for the liver and the body itself.
You see on the screen, we're talking to William Yarber from Max Medicine. Coming up at the top of the hour, Josh Lawson joins us live from the Kingsport Mets. Going to be in here talking K-Met baseball. Okay, what's next?
Next is Solgar's shelf-stable probiotics. Really great benefit about the shelf-stable probiotics is just for travel. A lot of probiotics require refrigeration, so they designed that one to be, shelf-stable, doesn't require refrigeration. You can take them on the go, or sometimes a lot of our customers are in assisted living, don't have access to your refrigerator right there on the spot, so it's great for that too. So just multiple situations that you would need a shelf-stable probiotic. Travel being the most popular though.
So help us out in layman's terms. What are, what is, or whatever's proper English, probiotics?
Your probiotics are actually beneficial bacteria for the stomach and the intestine tract. So what that does, it's also kind of works really good in conjunction with the digestive enzymes. So you've got beneficial bacteria that's actually aiding in digestion, supports regularity, and there's actually a lot more studies kind of going on now after probiotics kind of became popular about an actual mental and gut connection to probiotics. So if you ever heard somebody mention the gut feeling, or I've got this bad feeling in my stomach, it's actually your brain connecting with your stomach on multiple levels. So there's a lot of research going on right now with probiotics that actually kind of prove there is a brain and gut connection.
So there is a wire connecting from your brain to your belly, huh?
Yeah.
There you go.
So the old saying of I've got a gut feeling about this really wasn't too far off.
We're talking to William Yarber again from Max Medicine Mart. Again, Solgar, everything Solgar is 20% off. There are no limits, so you can come in today and shop, get 20% off. Come back later on today, for that matter, and shop, and tomorrow. So there are no limits. There's no one-time onlys. This is all month long, which I think is a really cool special they do every month here. Also, the Gaia supplements, we're going to be talking about that later in the show. But again, Solgar is the one he's focusing on right now. We got one more show and tell. We got Josh Lawson waiting in the wings, talk K-Met baseball. Also, later on the show, we're going to hear live from David Strickland, the Science Hill boys soccer coach, heading off to the big dance. We just heard from Ryan Wagner, the baseball coach at Dobbins Minute. He is literally in the vans heading to Murfreesboro for the state baseball tournament. Here is the Omega-3 950 milligram. Tell me, what are the benefits of Omega-3?
Your Omega-3s are really beneficial for multiple reasons: brain health, heart health, skin health, eye health, joint health. So it's kind of like an all-around just great thing to take. Solgar really does a great job with having such a high potency fish oil. A lot of the brands you see, they're only hitting about 400, 500 milligrams. Theirs are 950, which is kind of a hard number to hit, but they do a really good job with it. That's probably one of our best-selling Solgar items, actually, just for the sheer strength of the fish oil. So, fish oil can help lubricate the joints. It's great for, people with arthritis to take. If you're adding lubrication to the joints, if you have dry skin, it helps hydrate the skin. It's beneficial to eye health, kind of for the same reason too. If you're kind of have the dry eye problem, helps lubricate the eyes. It's great for the heart. You're adding beneficial fatty acids to the heart, and it actually helps in brain function too. Something that a lot of us need.
Gluten, yeah, really. Gluten, wheat, and dairy-free, heart healthy, purified to eliminate mercury. Again, Omega-3, 950 milligrams, triple strength. Again, 20% off. Again, so before you go here, give me, so far, we're 22 days into the month, give me your top 2 or 3 sellers. Obviously, this may be one of them. So far, so good. And this month for Solgar, give me your top 3 sellers so far.
Top 3 fish oil, definitely one. Their Solgar number 7 is also another. What that is a turmeric supplement to aid in inflammation of the joints, various parts of the body. Just great for arthritis patients. Their milk-free probiotic is another great one. That's kind of like what we talked about with the shelf-stable probiotics, but it is a dairy-free. So people that are lactose intolerant can take it. Anybody can take it. So it's a great multi-purpose. So
all this again available here at Mike's Mart through the end of May. 9 more days, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So come take advantage of it.
Solgar. Of course, you'll know them by the gold lid. So, and they're American made. That's always good too.
Yeah.
And so they sell a ton of Solgar. SOL-GAR. Everything Solgar this month, the month of May, 20% off. And again, a lot of folks come in and stock up for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Father's Day is coming up next month. So if you want to come in and get something for old dad for Father's Day and save at 20%, you can do that again at Max Medismart. Come back in a little while, right?
Yeah, sure thing.
All right, we'll come back here in just a little while. We're going to do a little Gaia. Again, the other supplement. Quick break. We'll be right back. We're going to be joined by my man. That would be you-know-who. Josh Lawson from the Kingsport Mets joins us coming up here in just a few minutes. There's Hello, Miss Barber. How are you, dear? Just fine, young lady. Looks nice. Got her nice spring-looking outfit on. She's all springy. And so, yes, ma'am. Love promoting Max Medismart. So we're going to take a break. Before we go to the break, look right here on the screen where you can win tickets to Thunder Valley Nationals again, Father's Day weekend, Saturday, June 17th. These are grandstand passes along with pit passes. So these are $40 tickets. We're giving away a pair at a time and 10 different winners. So we're talking $800 worth of tickets we're giving away. All you got to do is go to TomTaylorSports.com/contest and register. It is absolutely free, no purchase necessary. All we need, we don't need blood types or social security numbers, or we need your name, obviously first and last name, the town you're in, and your email address. So when you win, we can get a hold of you. It's just that easy. So no problemo. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll be joined, as we said, as promised, by Josh Lawson of the Kingsport Mets, Appalachian League Baseball. Not that far away. We'll talk about it next year on show number 523 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. There you go. Come on in, Bubba. Can't beat this distance.
Yeah, it is, yeah. What, across the counter?
Yeah, this is it. You're looking right there. Yep, nice cross. All right. Get this cord off your microphone, it'll rub it. There we go. Okay. So let me get rid of the peanuts for the time being. And what the heck is my pen? Drives me crapping nuts.
This reminds you of one of the, the old pharmacies.
Oh yeah.
Growing up, where you go in and just everything's available.
Everything's here.
So,
One-stop shop.
Yeah.
There it is. Okay, you want to talk about? So you're going to be LS3 on the screen. Okay. And you want to talk about opening night?
Oh, opening night, yeah, the
25th,
tickets. Yeah, season tickets. Yeah. Lots of really cool stuff going on this year.
Opening night, season tickets. What else? Anything else?
No, we've got some new merchandise online people can pick up. So
I was reading today where they're talking about having Tebow going up to the big club.
Yeah, he hit another home run last night. So
is he ready? Or
he
put fannies in the seats, or
fannies in the seats?
Sure.
I mean, yeah, the team's struggling. They're 18 and 24, I think, right now. They're
7.5.
Yeah, at least they got the Padres coming in town tomorrow night, so maybe they can beat up on the Padres a little bit. But man, that pitching staff. I mean, the best pitcher on there is DeGrom. I think he's 3-1 with a 3.5 something ERA. So that's tough. It's Conforto's your best player right now. So if you want to look at a silver lining, Conforto being young, some of the young talent coming up.
Hi, I'm Rob Cole with Bays Mountain Park. There's something for everyone at Bays Mountain Park. Whether you're an outdoor enthusiast or simply looking to get away and relax, Bays Mountain Park in Kingsport, Tennessee is the perfect destination. For only $4 per vehicle, enjoy 3,500 acres of breathtaking scenery, featuring 40 miles of hiking trails, wildlife habitats, one of the Southeast's premier planetariums, and much, much more. For more information, please visit www.baysmountain.com or call us at 423-229-9447. Bays Mountain Park, one of the Tri-City's best places for learning, leisure, and recreation.
We're back live again to the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Let's get back in and get after it because Josh Lawson's here and he's chomping to talk, and I want to get him on. And so, there he be. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning, Tom. How are you doing?
There you go. Look right in that camera and smile. Real big. Look at him. He's got the backdrop of Max Medicine Mart here. Make tracks to Max on Center Street here in Kingsport. And we certainly appreciate Dr. Barry Walton and Phil McManus and Barbara and all the great staff here allowing us to come broadcast. And one of our great sponsors has been with me since day one. And this is 523rd show of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. So here we go, man. We got several things to talk about. Let's start with the obvious. Season tickets are on sale. Let's see. Opening night is when? June.
Opening night is June. In Kingsport, it's June 25th, Sunday, June 25th. We open up 3 days earlier in Burlington, North Carolina, but as far as opening night in Kingsport, it'll be Sunday, June 25th.
So a little over a month. What, 33 days out from
it's
opening night?
Not far at all. I mean, it really isn't. We were having dinner this weekend, April and I, with the parents, and we were just sitting back relaxing and enjoying it. I thought, man, this is about over. It's about time for, working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And so, but I'm excited. I'm ready for it. I know Brian's ready for it. And so, and we're going to have a very special opening night this year, unlike any other opening night we've ever had. We're actually going to change our name. We're going to be the Kingsport Spirit. And so we sat down in the off season knowing this was going to be Kingsport's 100th anniversary. We talked about, what the Kingsport Mets could do to kind of recognize such a milestone. And so we came up, we remember reading about years ago. Actually, it's one of these books right here that you can get at Max Medicine Mart here, talking about old Kingsport. And remember reading where people in Kingsport used to have something that they refer to as the Kingsport Spirit. And so we decided, that's perfect. We're going to change our name to the Kingsport Spirit. We're going to wear special jerseys that night that has a collage of different landmarks in Kingsport that everybody would recognize, whether it's Allendale Mansion or Dobbins Bennett or Bays Mountain or the Kingsport Carousel, whatever it is. And what's neat about it is if you stand afar from it, you can't really tell. Everything kind of, makes up kind of a collage. But as you get closer, you can see all the different things that make up Kingsport. And so it kind of goes along with, everything that makes up the Kingsport Spirit is all of us. It's within all of us. It's, in the landmarks here in Kingsport. And so not just one thing is the Kingsport Spirit. And so it's a collection of a lot of things coming together for one cause. And so we thought, what a neat idea. And actually, you can take those home with you at the end of the night. You can literally buy the shirt right off the player's back and take it home with you. And all those proceeds are going to go to the Kingsport Archives. And so, we're going to have all the former mayors out that's still with us, and a lot of the, Kingsport's aldermen and everything. And so it's going to be a special night. We're working on pregame and everything like that.
That is June 25th.
June 25th, Sunday, June 25th.
Miss that one.
Yeah, don't want to miss that one at all. And it's going to be a special night for sure.
Talking to Josh Lawson again. You see him on camera. Of course, see his name at the bottom of the screen. Love this guy. He always wants to come promote anytime he can. And, of course, anytime he's on the show, we get a big bump. I don't know who does your social media, but it explodes. We get lots of shares and likes, and we certainly appreciate that. And last time in, you had the voice of the Kingsport Mets. I thought kid's a sharp kid, too. I say kid, a sharp young man.
Eric's a good kid, yeah.
We're going to get him back on soon, too. He was all about it, and a young man who's going to be broadcasting the K-Met games on live stream, right? Facebook?
Yeah, he is, actually. You can go to MILB, their live stream on there. You can click on our website and go to it and catch. Actually, Eric's not just going to do our home games. He's going to actually go on the road to Johnson City and Bristol and Elizabeth and in Greenville, and you can catch all those games. Well, I think he's actually going to try to grab some of the other teams in other divisions too. So whenever you're not able to come out to Hunter Wright, you can listen online. We always love to see your face out at Hunter Wright, but when you can't make it out, you can listen online, or you can listen when we're on the road as well too.
That's where it's headed, folks. Again, I just saw where Major League Baseball is going to start live streaming games every Friday night. We just live streamed the Elizabethan games this season, and I know Friday's game had over 2,200 views when we did the game down at Pigeon Forge. Elizabethan got beat; they're out of the tournament, but this is where it's headed. We're not where it's headed; it's here. Facebook and live streaming is the name of the game, and we're very proud to be saying we're at number 523 of something that said wouldn't work, and it's going very, very strong. And we've got big news. We'll finalize what we're supposed to find out about Friday. So Monday or Tuesday next week, we have a big announcement coming about the show, and it's about to get even bigger, and we're very excited about that. Let's see, new merchandise. Talking to Josh Lawson, got new KMET merchandise in. Tell me about that.
We do, yeah. You can go on our website at kmets.com and go over to the shop, shop the Kingsport Mets merchandise, and you can see we have several new shirts from 47 brand that Brian and I designed in the off season, and they're pretty cool. They kind of we grabbed that Tennessee theme, whether it's the 3 stars on the state flag or whether it's the state outline itself, and combine them with the Mets. And you can go online and look at all the neat designs that we've came up with. We have all the hats, t-shirts, all the little knickknacks that you want for the season. You can go ahead and pre-order them and get them before opening day, so you don't have to stand in line at the fan shop. Or you can actually come by the stadium anytime. Brian and I are typically out there from 9:30 to 5 o'clock every day, conservatively, and you can pick them up. We'll open up the fan shop for you, let you take a look at all the stuff in person too.
Typically, across the season, what's your big sellers?
Wow, last year we actually designed a state shirt that had our logo kind of right over top of it, and so that was. We knew it was going to do good. We didn't know it was going to do that good. We actually had to do a second run of them from 47 brand, and so that sold well. And so we just kind of adapted that theme on some of our others, and you can go online and see it. They're really neat. We worked hard going back and forth with 47 brand, their art department, and there's some really neat designs that we've came up with.
Talking to Josh Lawson from the Kingsport Mets. We're live here at Max Meadows Mart. Coming up, Gator Man's in the house. You got your trivia? What are the topics today? Birthdays. Can Josh hang around and be my helper? Can he be the helpline? Okay, we'll do that here in just a second because I'm tired of going 0 for 5.
I don't know if I'm much help to you, but I'll try.
You'll hang?
Yeah, I can hang.
We'll
hang.
We'll do that here. Now, before we go to the break, 18-24, 7.5 out.
Yeah.
Right above them are the Braves. The Braves are doing better than the Mets right now.
Yeah,
New York's really struggling.
It's a long season, and we have time to turn it around.
Yes,
the pitching staffs, honestly, everybody's been underperforming. If you look from top to bottom, whether it's the pitching staff, whether it's the position players, injuries, everybody's kind of been. But that's the good thing about baseball is you have time to turn that around. You can turn it around, and I believe that they will. I think that Terry Collins is a great coach, and I think he can actually turn things around.
So there's been talk just as recently as yesterday of promoting Tebow up to the bigs.
Yeah.
Is that because I'm going to just shoot you straight, is that because he can put fannies in the seats? Is it because he's doing well?
I would like to think it's because he's doing well. I know, he had another home run last night. He's been performing well. He's a great athlete. I know the Mets organization are very, they're not about promotion or anything like that. They're about the team winning, and they want to bring up anybody that can help them win. Now it's not about selling tickets in New York. It's about bringing a championship back to New York City.
Winning pennants.
Winning pennants. Yeah,
you got it. So Cespedes is still on the shelf?
Cespedes is still on the shelf. It's interesting if they come down to Max Medicine Mart, maybe that could help out the team. I know Barry could probably. Barry helped me out, just personal testimony. About a couple months ago, April wasn't feeling well, and I came over to Barry and told him what ailed her, and he took me right over and showed me exactly, and she was on the mend in a couple days, and so these guys know what they're doing here.
Yep.
Yeah.
I brought the little lady over here about 2 weeks ago. She had a sty in her eye. I don't know how you get a sty, but she had a sty. Showed Dr. Walton. He said, I got what you need. 2 days later, it's gone, cleared up.
There you go.
I'm telling you, they do a great job at Mike's Medicine Mart. So, in closing here, website, how do we get there? What will we find?
Yeah, kmets.com. Season tickets are now on sale. You can go ahead and get your season tickets. We were talking about this just the other day. There's no better value. You can go online and order 34 undated tickets, which is our general admission season ticket package, for $80. That works out to just a little over $2 per ticket. And you come out on dollar night, and dollar hot dogs, dollar soda, so you can have a hot dog and a soda and your ticket for less than $5. Where can you go to for that kind of a deal?
You can.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about this the other day. I mean, I don't know. I haven't been to the movies in so long. I don't know what it costs to go to a movie, but I don't think you can get in for $2.
No, it's not. No, it's not cheap at all.
It's not cheap at all. So movies, or you don't rent videos anymore. I think that's gone. You kind of get on Netflix or whatever. But point being, anything you want to go out and do, play putt-putt, anything you want to do that's of entertainment value, It's going to cost you more than $2.
It's going to cost you more than $2, and so bring 33 of your closest friends out to opening day. You don't have to use those tickets at one a game. You can use all of them at one time. That's why they're undated.
There you go. Good stuff. Again, one more time, the website is
www.kmets.com.
kmets.com. Great report. We'll get you back on real soon. 33 days out. Keep saying inside of 30 days, but it'll be by the time we visit again next week. Be inside of 30 days to opening night. Again, the Kingsport Mets here, the Appalachian League here at Hunter Wright Stadium. Quick break. We'll be right back. We got the Gator Man. Josh going to hang around and help me with the quiz show.
Absolutely.
Oh, boy. Okay. Pressure's on. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We're live at Max Medicine Mart. Again, coming up, we'll hear from the Gator Man and also David Strickland, the Science Hill boys soccer coach. They're going off to the big dance as well. We got 5 teams heading to the big dance in one way, shape, or form, which is very, very cool and very nice, quite frankly, to have folks from East Tennessee heading down in baseball, softball, and soccer. Quick break. We'll be right back. We're live at Max Medicine Mart.
At American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the things that owner Tim Smith is most proud of is their hard-earned certifications.
We are an ASE Blue Seal shop, which is important because what it tells the customer is we care enough to get certified, not in one certain area of cars. You have to be certified in 8 different certifications and 8 different tests you have to take, and you have to be updated on them yearly to make sure that you're up to date. We not only have one of those, we have 3 ASE master technicians here with the ratio. It goes into a ratio, and we're a Blue Seal shop, so it tells you that we care about training and we care about knowing about your car. We want to help fix it right.
American Import and Auto Repair, West Market Street, Johnson City, home of the free loaner car program. Open 6 days a week. Call today, 913-3111.
Hi, I'm Rob Cole with Bays Mountain Park. There's something for everyone at Bays Mountain Park. Whether you're an outdoor enthusiast or simply looking to get away and relax, Bays Mountain Park in Kingsport, Tennessee is the perfect destination. For only $4 per vehicle, enjoy 3,500 acres of breathtaking scenery, featuring 40 miles of hiking trails, wildlife habitats, one of the Southeast's premier planetariums, and much, much more. For more information, please visit www.baysmountain.com or call us at 423-229-9447. Bays Mountain Park, one of the Tri-City's best places for learning, leisure, and recreation.
If you're catching some waves or just playing in the yard, it is important to protect yourself. You may not feel the sun's heat, but UV rays can still damage your skin even in cloudy weather. Blue Lizard Sunscreen, recommended by pharmacists and dermatologists nationwide. Our SPF 30-plus formulations use only the highest quality ingredients for broad spectrum protection. As a reminder to protect yourself, our bottle turns blue when UV light is present. Blue Lizard, we've got you covered.
Your life is always changing. You never know what shape it will take, or how your financial needs might change. But if we talk about your investments and how they can provide for you and your family, the future becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
Do that again. Sammy, do it now. We're on camera. Go ahead. There we go. The Gator Man's in the house from Cherokee Barbershop. I'm liking his Hawaiian shirt, so I like to borrow that sometime.
That's all I've got anymore. I've gotten rid of everything but Hawaiian shirts and T-shirts.
He is a walking Hawaiian luau is what this guy is. All right, Josh, you see him in the camera. He has hung around here for the quiz show, and then we're going to get into matters in hand. So what we're doing 5 for 5, true, false, trivia questions. We do this every week. Who am I going to play for today? I'm going to play for Josh Lawson. No, wait a minute. Yeah, that's cool. We can do that. I'm going to play for Josh. Josh wins.
Now
he
the
wins
pressure's really
back.
on.
So now there's some pressure because I'm going to see if Josh can win. So Get some free food, some free goodies from different places, and a free haircut from Cherokee Barbershop. How many new customers so far this year?
81.
81 new customers.
It's not bad for not counting this year, is it?
No. And you're closed on Sundays and Mondays. You're
Closed on
actually Tuesday through Saturday. So what is that, 4 days, 5 days a week?
4.5 days a week.
4.5 days a week, and the guy's got 81 new customers. How many did you have last year? First time cuts?
203, wasn't it?
Yeah.
203, 204. It's 200, just over 200.
South Johnson City, right down below Tipton Haynes Working Farm. When the barber pulls out, the Gator Man's in. All right, here we go. Question. These are all famous birthdays.
In honor of somebody's birthday last week.
Okay.
May 14th, I believe it was.
It was. We had a birthday last week. Yes,
Yep.
we did. The same birthday as Bianca Jagger and Tony Perez, my all-time favorite baseball player.
Well, there you
And
got
the birth
number
of
one
Israel.
right.
You know that?
You got number one right.
There you go.
What was the other one?
May 14th, 1948 was the birth of Israel when it became a sovereign nation, the United Nations. I'm the same birthday as the God's sovereign country.
How about that?
So there you go. There you go. There you go. All right.
Some people don't credit that, though, and that ticks me off. But we won't get
President
into that.
Trump did.
Yes.
Over the weekend, he made it real clear we are the ally of Israel. And if we're not, if you turn, well, I'm going to start preaching. If you turn your back, it says in Genesis, I will curse those who curse my people, and I will bless those who bless my people. And his people are Israel. So if you turn away from Israel and team up, beat up on them, it ain't going to be good. I'm done. So, yes, we're in the same. Thank you. We're buddies with, thanks to President Trump, he kind of reinforced that commitment to Israel. All right, here we go. Question number one.
Well, you've already got it right because you mentioned it. Tony Perez was born on May 14th.
Josh, let's take it. Wait a minute. That's a toughie. What do you think? Go out on the limb.
Yeah. You're correct.
Yeah, you should go. Cause
I'm batting 1,000. That's
all
okay.
right, number two, birthday.
Rob Gronkowski.
Rob Gronkowski, the guy from the
Patriots.
tight end from the New England Patriots.
Was born on May 14th.
Oh, these are all May 14th. Okay, true or false, Gronkowski? Go false? I'm riding his coattails.
You should have left when you could.
Oh, no.
1989. Can
He
you
was
believe
born on
that?
this date?
May
14th?
May 14th, 1989. That makes me feel old.
Yeah.
I was already out of high school by then.
He's a party guy. I'm not real big on him, but okay,
No.
go ahead. Number three.
Clay Matthews was born on May 14th.
Clem?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Josh. Roll it.
True. He was born. No, true that you're
missed
wrong.
it? Is that what you're saying?
You missed it.
Okay,
So you're
we're
you're one and
for
two.
three. No, we're 1 for 3. That's a good.
Now
batting
this
average.
one you should know.
Okay.
Bobby Darin, the singer, was born on May 14th. True
I
or
have no
false?
clue. I'm going to say true.
You're correct.
Mike the Knife.
Yes, that's right.
And that shock bites. Okay, he had a birthday.
Splish Splash.
Who?
Splish Splash.
I had no clue. I didn't know that.
You didn't know Bobby Darin?
No, I had no clue. I'm
Oh,
learning
wow.
things. Rob Gronkowski could care less, but Bobby Darin, yeah. I like Bobby Darin's music. Velvet Voice. All right, number 5. Let's see. 2 for 4. Let's finish strong, Josh. Let's
Emmett
tag team.
Smith, NFL legend running
No,
back,
that's false.
was born on May 14th. True or false?
That's false.
It is false.
There you go. I knew that one.
He was born on May 15th.
15. Yeah, I knew that was so. We go 3 for 5. No cigar, but that's good.
Oh.
KMeds.com. I got to write that down. I got to start getting on that website and checking stuff out too. KMeds.com. Josh Lawson, 3 for 5, but no cigar. You're awesome.
It's
I
nice to
like
meet
his
you.
touch.
Have a good one.
Thank you. Great job. Thank you. We're live here again. I sit on the phone with Gator because I didn't know Gator was coming, but Gator's not on the phone. Gator's in person. How you doing, Bubba?
I'm just happy.
Happy to be here and be alive and be in
yeah.
Tennessee.
I woke up this morning, no matter what bothers you, I woke up.
There
You know?
you go. And you're on the move.
I'm on the move.
Yeah, your day off. You're out getting your chores done, and let me see what you've got here.
That's all I got left to do.
He's got his little list. He's went to the laundry. He's been to the UPS store. He's been to the cemetery. Been to the shop. You've already been to the shop.
I cleaned the shop this morning.
Cleaned the shop. He's done his laundry. How many haircuts did you do? 30.
30 on Friday.
Friday did 30 haircuts. It's awesome. Hit
2
that
shaves.
Bell. Hit that bell. Was Horace one of them?
Horace was one. No, he was on Saturday.
He was on Saturday.
He was on Saturday.
You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 little goodies still left to do on your list.
Yep.
You're 4 down, 10 to go, so you're behind. So I don't really want to keep you very
Well,
long.
let's see. I
started
started I was at the laundromat at 4 o'clock this morning.
How'd that go for you?
They went well. There wasn't anybody there.
She didn't show up?
Nobody
so
was
this
there.
lady's gone. She's
She's
not coming
gone.
back.
Well,
Yeah.
that's fine.
I keep bringing it up, but she hadn't been around a month. So the little lady that hit on him in the laundromat at 4:30 in the morning.
I don't know if
speaking
it's.
Spanish.
I don't think she hit on me. I think.
Well, just go along with it.
Okay.
She hit on you, yeah. And you blew her off, and so he said no.
I didn't speak Spanish, but I'm glad I didn't.
No comprende.
She probably would have had to use soap.
Spanish soap?
Spanish soap.
All right, tell me about this golf tournament coming
Tell
up.
you
We
about
have
this.
that right here. This is awesome. We've been promoting it for him, and let's go ahead and put that up there right there. Well, let's see. Pull it back here. And Mountain Empire Chapter of the National Football Foundation 3rd Annual Scholarship Golf Tournament at Crocker Ridge Golf Course, Friday, June 16th. Tell me the rest of them, my friend.
It's $60 a man. It's 4-man teams. Breakfast and lunch is included. All the drinks you can drink, water, and Dr. Nuff's going to donate some. Watauga Orthopedics is donating the water. So if you're thirsty, we've got you taken care of. If you're hungry, we've got you taken care of. If you want to play golf, we got you. This year we're doing something new. We're starting a hole-in-one contest. One certain hole will be worth a cruise worth $3,500. The other holes, if you get a hole-in-one, they will be cash prizes, or not cash prizes, but I think one was a tailor-made golf bag. So if you get a hole-in-one, you will be taken care of.
Some good stuff.
Some good stuff.
Yep. Hole-in-one. Don't know which hole it is yet.
I believe 17 will be the
magic hole,
which is it's 145 yards, a little downhill, so everybody will be able to see it.
We're talking to Gator Man. Don't get him on screen too much, but here he is from Cherokee Barbershop, one of our great
With a face like
sponsors.
this, you don't want me on screen too much.
We like the Gator Man. He's awesome. Did Dr. Walton help you a little bit?
He did. I'm very impressed. He was.
Yeah.
It was nice to finally put a face with the name.
He's awesome. Is he still on the phone? No, he's over there, but
He's
we gotta
on the
get him
phone, yeah.
Is he on the phone? Oh, he is on the phone? Oh, yeah, he is on the phone. It's going in his other ear. This place hops all the time. We're talking to our buddy Gator Man. So tell me, the funds raised stay in the area for kids. Tell me about it.
Yes, sir. Every penny earned will go back towards scholarships that we give out the last weekend in April. This is our only fundraiser other than going out and just people donating. So we need to start getting it motivating, getting it going. Hopefully with this hole-in-one contest, that'll be the first step. We can't say yet, but we might have some NFL people there. Can't say for sure because we won't know until after June 1st what their schedule is.
Mm-hmm.
But they want to be involved, so that's a good thing.
It is a good thing.
A couple of active and a couple of inactive. The people are no longer in NFL, but if we can get them going, Scott Carter from ETSU is going to be there to give a little motivational speech before we start. And if you haven't heard him speak, you're missing out.
Yeah, he's awesome.
That man is.
He could be an evangelist.
I'd run through a brick wall. Every
Yeah.
time I hear him, I'm ready.
Yeah, you can preach, no question. Again, that's Scott Carter, the Associate Athletic Director at East Tennessee State. The date's not that far away. It's June
16th.
That's a Friday.
It is a Friday.
That would be 2 weeks from, or 3 weeks from
Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's today? We're less than a month away.
Yeah, let me double check here. We can look real quick and see, because I want to make sure I get it right. We're talking to my man, the Gator Man. Okay.
It's an 8 o'clock shotgun start, so we need to be there early so you can get breakfast.
3 weeks from Friday. The 16th is the 2nd, the 9th, and the 16th. It's Father's Day weekend, so if you got a dad likes to play golf,
Be a great Father's Day gift.
Oh, absolutely. What a better way to do it to help a dad.
And you don't have to be a good golfer because it's select shot. Just get 4 guys out. You got 4 shots at every shot, so you never know.
Yep. You still playing a lot of golf?
I haven't played in 2 years because of my feet.
Yeah.
But
you like playing golf?
I love golf.
Yeah.
I still got my clubs in the car, but don't know why.
Well, you're thinking positive when we get back out
That's
there
right.
and play one of these days.
And I got the prettiest Gator golf bag. Oh, it's beautiful.
Beautiful Florida Gator.
Florida Gator.
Yeah. Brag on your lady. I'm getting ready to do a little softball thing here in a second. Brag on your Lady Gators.
Oh, they're amazing. They're amazing. They didn't win the tournament, but hey, they still. That's pretty good to not win your conference tournament, but still be seeded number 1 in the nation.
Beat Oklahoma State's ladies. They move on now to the Super Regional.
Super Regional.
Yeah, and they will take on Alabama. The Lady Crimson Tide. So in the Super Regional, best out of 3 coming up this weekend. We're talking to Gator Man. We're live again here at Max Medicine Mart.
As long as we're speaking softball, what about the Elizabethton and the Unaka, both their girls. That's awesome.
Yep, same county.
Local.
Elizabethton Lady Cyclones playing Greenbrier or Waverly. They haven't determined that winner yet, or at least when we went to press they had not. But they're playing tomorrow night at 6:30, and then Unaka takes on Good Pasture tomorrow at 5 o'clock. So we got 5 teams down there. We got obviously Elizabethton, Unaka in softball, North Green, Dobbins Minute, Jeff County in baseball, and then you've got Science-Hill and Greenville in soccer. So I miscounted. 2 soccer.
6 teams.
Yep, 6 teams. Yep, 2 soccer and a couple of softball and 3 baseball. Yep, got 6 total teams. That's awesome.
It's not bad.
No, that's good stuff. We continue to knock that door down. Used to be there back in the day, we never got anybody down there. And so this year we've got, I think it's really cool, 2 softball teams from the same county, Unaka and Elizabethton, which is not that far away from each other, obviously, in proximity, but they can flat play softball.
I'd say it's less than 6 miles apart.
Yeah, Unaka and Elizabethton.
Yep.
We're talking to the Gator Man, so tell me about Cherokee Barbershop. Tell me all about it.
It's a great place to come. I like it. I'm there 5 days a week. Come on down. We're serving Black Rifle coffee, which is a big hit. Everybody's loving it, which I just love what it stands for. Veterans, police, law enforcement, and Second Amendment rights. Good portion of the money goes to support those groups, so that's why I serve it. And it's free. That's a great thing. Mm-hmm. Well, the haircut's free if you buy the coffee.
Haircut's free. Cup of coffee costs you $11. You have to keep the cup, right?
Or you can get free coffee and pay $11 for the haircut.
Either
but
or.
you can still keep the cup.
Still get to keep the cup. There you go. And it's easy to find. Tell us where it's located and the hours you're open.
It's right down from South Roan Street. It's 1 mile from the traffic light, right next to Tipton Haynes Farm. Excuse me. It's right down the center of the complex. Beautiful complex. We got they got knockdown roses that are just gorgeous. A water fountain, a gazebo. So after your haircut, take your coffee and go sit on the gazebo and just relax.
All this again available at Cherokee Barbershop. Closed on Mondays. Obviously, he's over here today pedaling for the golf tournament. And closed on Sundays, open Tuesday through Saturday. And you also cut little guys here too, right?
I do. I've got a wall for the first haircuts. We take a picture and put it up on the bulletin board. And I cannot wait for one of those guys to bring their sons in to put the picture up on there. That's when I get that. That's when I know I've made it as a barber.
Yeah, second generation.
Second generation. I cannot wait for that, and it's getting close. It's getting close.
You're already doing horse and man-childs, aren't you?
Yeah, and then little Maddox.
Well, you've done it then.
Well, I never cut either one of them on the.
Oh, when they were little.
On the stool,
gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So.
And if you bring your child in for their first haircuts, they get a Bible and a $2 bill and a free haircut.
That's exactly right. You pass out the New Testament.
New Testament, that's right.
Gideon New Testament. By the way, I want to say hello to the folks again, Brother Hartley and the folks. We spoke at Hunter Memorial up in Stony Creek yesterday for the Gideons and had a really nice offering to buy Bibles and put them in people's hands all over the world. So I want to say hello to the good folks at Hunter Memorial Baptist on Stony Creek in Elizabeth, and we spoke there yesterday for the Gideons. All right, anything you want to leave us with, Big Dog?
Go Gators.
Go Gators. Getting ready to talk to David Strickland, the Science-Hill soccer coach. So go Gators, and that would be the Lady Gators at this point, right?
All Gators.
Yeah, all Gators are good. What do you think about your football team coming up?
If we have quarterback play, I think we'll be in Atlanta again.
Do you really?
I really do.
Wow.
I really do. The talent, if the talent is what they say it is, most definitely.
The Gator Man of Cherokee Barbershop, again located right below Tipton Haynes Working Farm on South Roan Street in South Johnson City. Executive Park South. When the barber pulls out, the Gator Man's in. One more time, push that tournament for us, would you please?
Yes, sir. Friday, June 16th, the 3rd annual Mountain States Empire Golf Tournament. Come on out. It's only $60 a man, breakfast, lunch included. Hole-in-one contest, $3,500 cruise. That's a pretty good cruise. And other prizes. Mm-hmm. We have door prizes, so even if you don't win the big one, you'll still get something.
Yep. Where do we sign up?
You can. That's a good question. Call George Jordan at 239-9657.
239-9657.
9657. Or call me at the barbershop. I'm good with that too.
There you go.
George is the one in charge of it.
There you go.
If you call me, I'll just take the information and give it to George.
Thanks for coming by.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
3 for $5? Yeah. Okay. Nah, no cigar. Not. Josh helped me. But anyway, we gave it a good whirl. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll be talking soccer with David Strickland, the Science Hill boys soccer coach, next year on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
The deals are heating up for Truck Month at Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City. Over 300 new Chevys to choose from, all with incredible savings. $11,000 off MSRP on 16 Silverado All-Star Crew Cabs. Check out the savings online at championjc.com. 16 Silverado Crew Cab, $33,685. 16 Track, $17,460. 16 Equinox, $21,615. 16 Traverse, $27,365. Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City, where we leave you asking, how do they do that?
At Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, they treat thousands of patients each year dealing with diabetes and its effects. Diabetes overtaking our nation and leaving a path of destruction behind. Through wound care, office visits, and preventive care, they see most of the patients after a problem arises. Using diabetic footwear such as shoes and inserts, a great way to prevent or prolong skin breakdown and amputation. At Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, they use only custom molds from patient mold inserts, which further ensure a great recovery, or better yet, prevents a wound from happening. They use custom molded shoes, bracing, custom inserts, and extra depth diabetic shoes to prevent wounds or other skin issues from beginning. Call today, 1-800-524-4447. 39 years, 6 locations, 1 family. Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, 1-800-524-4447.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Over 10 to choose from. Perfect for having the gang over to watch the big game, birthday parties, church get-togethers, backyard gatherings, everything from fruit trays to garden salad trays to nuggets and chicken strip trays. And for the sweet tooth, try the cinnamon cluster or chocolate chunk cookie tray. So you see, any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A at the crossings in North Johnson City.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at fca.org.
Sports Show, thanks. The Gator Man's in the house. Again, we appreciate him. We're tooling on down the highway. He's hanging out with Dr. Walton, and they're working through some things, and so we appreciate him very much. We are here, and we are glad to have you. Let's swing it back around where you can, there we go, with you for another half hour or so here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Again, let's talk a little NASCAR. We'll be talking to Mike Hedrick tomorrow, get the NASCAR fans report of the Monster Energy All-Star race over the weekend where Kyle Busch won $1 million, and so we'll talk about that. And also get ready for the longest race of the year coming up, the Coca-Cola 600. In fact, they've added a 4th stage to the race. The annual 600-mile race, again, will feature 4 stages. Breaks are scheduled at lap 100, 200, 300. The final stage set to end at the full 400-lap distance, and so they're going to add that 4th stage because of the length of the race. Again, everything gets going on Thursday on track with Cup practice and also Xfinity Series practice. Coors Light pole qualifying coming up on Thursday night at 7:15 at Charlotte Motor Speedway. And then, of course, on Saturday, the Xfinity Series Hisense 4K TV 300 will be at 1 o'clock on Saturday, and then on Sunday evening, the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series Coca-Cola 600. Again, the defending champ of that race is Martin Truex Jr. The most wins at the Coca-Cola current drivers, Jimmy Johnson's got 6. The most poles are Rocket Ryan Newman with 9. And the most wins by a manufacturer at the Coca-Cola 600 are the bow ties of Chevrolet with 44. Back-to-back winners of the Coca-Cola 600, 3 in a row. Jimmy Johnson won in 03, 04, and 05. And so winners of both the All-Star race and the Coca-Cola 600, last time that's happened was in 2010 when Kurt Busch won both the All-Star race and the Coca-Cola 600. And, of course, brother Kyle won the All-Star race again over the weekend. And so they're going to see if they can duplicate what his brother did again. And we'll find out coming up this weekend again on Sunday night, 6 o'clock, the Coca-Cola 600 from Charlotte Motor Speedway. And so that's what's going on there. College football story continues to come. Stories continue to come. It's a bad scene, and I don't know. I'm not so sure you just don't throw them the death penalty. I mean, it's something almost every week now. Yet another lawsuit at Baylor University. A former Bears volleyball player was drugged and raped in 2012 in an off-campus apartment by at least 4, many as 8, football players that played for Baylor. The plaintiff also said during the investigation there is at least one video of 2 female students being gang raped. The Waco Tribune newspaper reports that such rapes were part of a systematic hazing process and considered a bonding experience by the players. I'm to the point, just shut the place down for a while. I mean, it's something every day, or seems like every day, every week. A year ago, Baylor football coach Art Briles fired in the wake of the school's assault scandal. Athletic director Ian McCall resigned. President Ken Starr eventually resigned and cut all ties to the university. Baylor Regents told the Wall Street Journal back in 2016 that 17 women accused 19 football players of assault since 2011. A January lawsuit against Baylor raised the numbers, alleging 52 acts of rape by at least 31 different football players. I say shut the thing down. Just shut it down, clean the house out, which they've tried to do, and start over. That's just me. I mean, it's almost a weekly thing now. Here's a volleyball player come out and said she was gang raped by the football players. So, of course, these guys are innocent until proven guilty, but when you have alleging 52 acts of rape by at least 31 different football players, where there's smoke, there's fire, 17 women accusing 19 football players of assault, and now they've jumped it up to 52 by 31 football players. Shut the doors on the place. Shut it down, purge it, clean house, and start over. So that's what I would do, but I'm not in that position. But it's an embarrassment to college football, and it's certainly an embarrassment to, I would think, any alumni of Baylor University, because it continues to happen. There's more and more allegations coming out and more accusations, as we said, almost on a weekly basis, and it's really, really sad commentary. So that's what's coming out of the college football world. Let's see what's happening in softball. Again, we were talking about the super regionals. Here's who moves on. You've got Florida, again, going to be playing Alabama. The Tennessee Lady Vols will be home to Texas A&M this weekend. UCLA battling Ole Miss. Florida State, the Lady Seminoles are in. Oregon takes on Kentucky. Utah battles Washington. Auburn will take on the champion out of the Norman Regional, which will be played today between Tulsa and Oklahoma. You also have the Baton Rouge champion. That will be Louisiana Lafayette, and either LSU or McNeese State going to play that one today to determine that particular champion. Again, Oregon takes on the Kentucky Lady Wildcats. Utah battles Washington. Auburn takes on the Norman champion. The Baylor Lady Bears, there I am talking about them, and they're actually doing some good things on a court. In this case, it's softball diamond. They're going to be taking on Arizona. And so there you are, the super regionals, the best of 3 coming up this weekend. Florida takes on Alabama. Tennessee, the Lady Vols hosting Texas A&M. UCLA and Ole Miss. Florida State, Oregon, Kentucky, Utah, Washington, Auburn, and Baylor and Arizona, the team still standing in the NCAA Division I softball double elimination tournaments. And so that's what's going on there. It's all happening again with softball, college softball Division I. Tom Taylor Sports Show, quick break. We'll be right back. We'll talk to David Strickland, the soccer coach from Science Hill. They're heading off to the big dance. He joins us next year on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, show number 523, live at Max Medicine Mart in Kingsport.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at fca.org.
American Import Auto Repair in Johnson City takes care of both male and female customers, but owner Kim Smith says they have a special care and concern for ladies.
Being a female in what's considered a man's business, I understand the trepidation that women may have when they come to the shop. They feel like they don't know about cars, they might be intimidated, but that's not the way we do business. Everybody's treated the same. We take the time to explain anything that they have questions about, the repair, the process, the part. We want to make sure people are comfortable with what we're going to do to their vehicle and that they understand. We do cater to women in a sense. We have a real nice waiting room with nice Keurig coffee and flavored creamers, air-conditioned, cushioned seats, TV, everything a girl could want while she waits for her car to be fixed.
American Import Auto Repair in Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111.
It's Friday night at 7 o'clock. You've been involved in a car accident. You may be out of state on vacation or just a few miles from home. What do you do? Who do you call? At Farmers Insurance Group, one call is all you have to make. Hello, this is Jim Klein, an agent with Farmers Insurance. It's called One and Done. You don't have to wait till Monday morning to file a claim. You can make the initial call and we'll begin right away to help you. We assist you in moving the vehicle to a certified repair shop, getting you set up with rental car, and informing your agent. Then here at the staff at Jim Klein Farmers Insurance, we follow the claim through to the end. It's that easy. One and Done. We're your one and done location for all your insurance needs. Auto, home, life, commercial, workers' comp, and bonds. We can help you with all your insurance needs. Give me a call today, Jim Klein Farmers Insurance at 247-5400. Your one and done location in Kingsport, 247-5400.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Over 10 to choose from. Perfect for having the gang over to watch the big game, birthday parties, church get-togethers, backyard gatherings, everything from fruit trays to garden salad trays to nuggets and chicken strip trays. And for the sweet tooth, try the cinnamon cluster or chocolate chunk cookie tray. So you see, any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A at the Crossings in North Johnson City.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. It's cleaning up the desk here for just a bit. Tell you some things going on in the world of sports. Out of college football, former Alabama coach Gene Stallings recovering from a stroke. Stallings, 82. Again, happened Thursday. He said he was in Montgomery, Alabama for a banquet where he introduced the speaker, Dabo Sweeney. Stallings said he didn't feel well, went to the hospital, determined he had a stroke. Stallings flew back to Texas. Doctors said he should curtail his travel for 6 weeks, where Stallings coached Crimson Tide football from 1990 to 1996. His 1992 team won the national championship. So, again, that was tough news, of course. An Alabama fan. Again, Gene Stallings recovering from a stroke, 82 years young. So that's what's going on there. What's going on here is my man. He's in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Spin that thing around. There he is, Dr. Barry Walton. Hello, Sunshine. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Tom Taylor. How you doing?
I'm loving it. Thank you for letting me come over and hang out with you guys.
We love that.
Again, Solgar 20% off, and Gaia, again, William, or you can talk about Gaia. That's, again, 20% off the month of of May at Max Medicine Mart. Jump in there and go. What's Guy? What's the supplements?
Well, there are a lot of herbal supplements. They concentrate on herbs versus the vitamins and mineral side. So they got a lot of turmeric, which is or turmeric or curcumin, however you want to say it, tomato deal. But great stuff, great anti-inflammatory agent that usually doesn't upset the stomach. That's the major complaint we have with the pharmaceuticals as far as the anti-inflammatories, is it can aggravate ulcers, cause stomach bleeding. So the turmeric doesn't do that and gives you some relief. And it's got different types focusing on joint health, heart health, things like that. So the Gaia herbs are great. They've also got the quick defense. If you're coming down with something, a little viral infection or something, you can jump on that, and it has great support for that as well. So it's just that's one of the things that we live by back here. You get exposed to everything in pharmacy, so you got to be prepared. And the quick defense is certainly one of their better sellers.
All right, we'll hit you a lot of different topics here. I just got him for a few minutes because he is slammed. All right, let's talk immunizations, shots, going off to camps. Tell me the different shots that you have here at Max Medicine Mart, because this is your vaccination destination. And let's see. In fact, I've got them right here. I'm going to run them down. See if I'll be impressive. Pneumonia, check.
Check.
Hepatitis A,
check.
B,
check.
Meningitis,
check.
Typhoid,
check.
Shingles,
check.
Chickenpox,
check.
Tetanus, diphtheria, and pertussis,
check, check, check.
Woo. Measles, mumps, and rubella,
check, check, check.
And rabies,
check.
And HPV,
check.
Which, when you go to a camp, which are usually the most required to have a shot update if you're going to send a kid off to camp or take off on a mission trip?
Tetanus shots for sure, and there's also arguments to be made for the hepatitis series as well. Pretty much, as I like to say, anybody that eats at the salad bar should probably have hepatitis A vaccines. The incidence of hepatitis has shot up in recent years. We have A, B, and C. There's no really vaccination against C. The good part about C is we can actually cure that one with medication, but you don't want to have to pay the bill on that. It's about $30,000 a month. You'd have to do that for about 3 months. So you're talking close to approaching $100,000 for a cure, but at least it's a cure. The other two, there's preventative ways to avoid that, so that's what you want to do. I know that I'm fully vaccinated right now, so it's something I walk the walk and talk the talk. You have to do both, so that's just one of the things that we believe in here. If you can do something to prevent something, do it. Preventive medicine's where it's at.
You got it. We're talking to Dr. Barry Walton from Max Medicine Mart. So we talk about kids going to camp. So I've never asked you this. So what is the requirement? How often should an adult have a rabies or a tetanus shot, just in case?
Most times you won't need a rabies shot unless you're working with animals. We have most of our rabies shots are given to people that like are working in zoos or veterinarians' offices or going to vet school. We'll get those people prepared for that. Otherwise, it's usually post-exposure. But if you're going on a mission trip or something, you may want to look. The CDC has a great travel vaccine website, and you can check there for the various countries that you may be going to see what is recommended for them. So it's very specific, so you can make sure that you check off all the boxes that you need to and protect yourself the best you can. So and we had a local company call the other day. Actually, they're a worldwide company, so I guess which one it is. But they were wanting some Japanese encephalitis vaccine. So if anybody's out there needing some Japanese encephalitis vaccine, we got you covered, brother.
We are your vaccination destination. That's it. Make tracks to max. Japanese encephalitis vaccination. They've got that here at Max Medicine Mart. So I guess the one when I was a kid, in case you stepped on a rusty nail, or that'd be tetanus, right?
That'd be tetanus.
Yeah. And do we need those as adults?
Yes, every 10 years. And now what they're recommending, because whooping cough has had kind of a flare-up here in the last few years, they recommend that one time, if you're due for that tetanus shot, to go ahead and get the one with the pertussis attached to it. That's the one called Tdap. Stands for tetanus, diphtheria, and acellular pertussis. And acellular pertussis is whooping cough. So you want to make sure that you get that one time in those series every 10 years. Just get that one time, and that will take care of whooping cough for the rest of your life.
Talking to Dr. Barry Walton, see on the screen from Max Medicine Mart. Make tracks to Max. We come here every month, and we love coming over here. It's a lot of fun. And Karen brought me show and tell. I've already bought these peanuts. I'm going to walk out there with Ferdy's That's not Ferdy's. How do you say it? Farady's?
Yeah, Farady's.
Farady's peanuts since 1973. I'm going to take those with me.
They are some big peanuts, too, and they are good.
Are they?
Oh, buddy.
Sold. I'm going to take those to snack on. I'm buzzing around in the old Tri-Cities. And so, yeah, your vaccination destination. All right, let's jump in. Other topics. It is the season. The heat's on, humidity, and let's talk about hydration, drinking lots of water, and also sunscreen for Max.
Absolutely. You know, we love to sell cases of water. In fact, I usually go through about 4 cases a month or at least. And since we have the stepdaughter at the house now, I'm going through a little bit more. But that's a good thing. You know, we encourage people not to drink soft drinks and to drink water, which is good for you. Doesn't mess with your blood sugar or anything like that. So all those are good things. Had a gentleman in here last week who had just gotten out of the hospital. His doctor recommended that he get some water with electrolytes in it. He wasn't a big fan of Gatorade because you have to watch your blood sugar on that. And some people just don't like the taste because it tastes slightly salty. The Aqua 9 Hydrate is one that we have that has electrolytes in the water. You don't really taste them. That's the water that I like to drink. So it's a great way of getting all the electrolytes that you need when you get out and about. This time of year, I'm out sometimes, don't tell anybody, but I'm out working in the yard. And you know, when you start sweating like that and you can lose water and get dehydrated very quickly. You know, if you get to the point where your mouth is dry, you're in pretty severe dehydration already. So you want to make sure that you stay hydrated and avoid those kind of symptoms. So we can got all sorts of different waters here. I know you're a big Penta water fan. Today we've got you on the Max Medicine Mart water, so that's always a good thing too.
There you go. Look right there. I've been chugging that Max Medicine Mart water.
We've got a great variety of water. We sell them individually or by the case. We have a lot of folks that come in and get them by the case. And if we don't have one that you would like, just ask us for it. We'll order it for you and call you when it gets here. And we'll even help you carry it out to the car. So just some of the services that we do here at Max Medicine Mart. And as far as sunscreen goes, you know, I'm a big fan of Blue Lizard. I always have been. And, of course, they're an international brand now. They are all over the place. But we still support the local folks over in Johnson City that make that. So we are big believers in supporting the local folks. So Blue Lizard, not only do we support them because they're local, but it's a great product. I have used it for years and done very well with it. I keep it in my golf bag on those rare occasions where I do get to get out on the course. I probably take a little bit longer on the golf course than most people because I have to find my ball wherever it goes in the woods. So I want to make sure that I have that sunscreen on board. So that's just some of the things we do. You know, the Blue Lizard, they got several different styles of that for you. They're very water resistant, which is a good thing. You want to make sure you don't sweat it off. But you do have to reapply all sunscreen. So we just want to make sure that we do our part to help eliminate the skin cancers that are out there. Just had a call a minute ago from a prescriber that was asking about some skin cancer treatment. So it's out there. It's hard. You want to make sure you get a little bit of sun so that your vitamin D is elevated a little bit because that's the way our body makes vitamin D. But you also have to be careful that you don't get too much because then you get skin cancer risk. So it's a delicate balancing act. But we can help you with that here at Max Medicine Mart.
Talking to Dr. Barry Walton tomorrow. Going to be on the road at Hardee's in Blunt. Be there tomorrow, the brand new Hardee's. Broadcasting Wednesday, Chick-fil-A. Thursday, we're going to be at Champion Chevrolet. And Friday at a Food City near you to kick off Memorial Day weekend. But we're here today at Max Medicine Mart for a few more minutes. So we covered that. What are folks coming in right now? I would think, and this is me, bee stings, poison ivy, those kind of things. Are folks coming in looking for help for those?
Absolutely. You know, this kind of the spring cleaning type thing, and you try to clear out the hedgerow or something. We've seen a lot of poison ivy, unfortunately. A lot of allergies right now. It's you know, it's out there, and you know, we had a really bad spell with the pollen. It's gotten a little bit better with the rains and the winds we've had recently. You know, we got a little bit of rain last night, so that can help take some of the pollen out of the air. But a lot of antihistamine questions, a lot of allergy issues. We have a lot more tools than we used to have. We've got the steroid nasal sprays that used to be prescription that are now available over the counter, so we can help you with that. We've got the traditional antihistamines that have been around for years and years, like when I was a kid. And but now we've got some of the newer generations, too, that are less drowsy and no drowsy antihistamines. Unfortunately, typically, the less drowsy you get, usually the less effective they are. But that being said, sometimes it's enough to take the edge off and make you tolerable so that you're not sneezing and snotting all over everybody when those allergies kick in, because it can be a rough time. I mean, you see people come in here all the time, Tom, and it's you know, you wonder if they've had a devastating emotional event happen in their life, and more times than not, no, I'm just having some allergy issues right now. And you just look at me and say, yes, you sure are.
Sneezing and snotting.
So let's see if we can help you with that. So we take them over to that aisle, and we've also got in the Good Food Grocery section some natural solutions to that as well. I actually had a healthcare professional that came in today. He had been trying to get some congestion out of his chest, had used some of the traditional pharmaceutical methods for that, was not getting anywhere. So I told him to try this other thing, NAC, that we've talked about for years, Tom, NAC. Said he said it worked very well for him. He took 2 of them with a lot of water, and he said it just broke it loose. And he suggested that for his uncle that lives up in Pennsylvania. He said the uncle went to 3 different pharmacies up there, and nobody knows what he's talking about. I said, well, you might need to send him to a health food store, because sometimes that's where you'll find those things. And he said, that makes sense. I didn't think about that. But that's a good thing, because that means he's used to coming into Max where everything's all under one roof.
Exactly.
So, but he came in today and bought something for his uncle, and is going to ship it up there to near the Philadelphia area, and to help his uncle out. So that's just always, you love to hear stories like that where you make a suggestion, it helps somebody, and now they're spreading the word. That's kind of evangelize, if you will, for the Max Medicine Mart and the services that we give, and we really appreciate that.
Yep. It's the name of the game again at Max Medicine Mart. Last but not least, on to Dr. Barry Walton, the food. You guys sell a lot of food right up on the front. The Amish wedding, and it goes great guns all the time. So tease us. What are some of the foods you can get here at the Good Food Grocery? Again, it's a store within a store. It's a natural. How would you describe the Good Food Grocery? I guess a natural.
It's a health food store with a lot of food. I tell you, if the weather we've been having lately, you worry about tornadoes and everything. We'll never starve to death here at Max Medicine Mart. We've got plenty of food, lots of different kind of cheeses, the Troyer brand of cheeses, beef jerky. In the refrigerated section right now, we've got, of course, the eggs that are local from Jonesville, Virginia, Bates Family Farms. So those are some of the things that we have there. They got the cheese curds. I think Cody was eating some of those yesterday, and he was kind enough to share some of those with me, so I appreciated that too. Those are
you took him up on it.
I did. I'm not going to turn it down.
No, you're not turned down.
I have to. I'm kind of quality control here, Tom. I got to make sure everything is going just so, and nobody gets sick from eating these things. So I'm usually first in line to be the guinea pig. But yeah, Troyer has a tremendous amount of products. Like you said, the Amish wedding products. They've got the sweet pickled corn up there. I love that stuff. I can just sit and snack on that for days, I think. Hot pickled okra, I love that as well. They got pickled beets, that's good. The sauerkraut, we tried that too. That's good stuff. And they've got some meat back there. You can put it some kielbasa and kraut. I tell you what, I wasn't born Polish, but I could give it a try. And that's one of the things. One of our pharmacists is Polish, so she gives us lots of good ideas on stuff like this. So just a great way of experimenting with different kinds of foods, and of course we sample them here all the time too, Tom. So if when you come in through the door and you see a little wagon thing out there with samples on it, take advantage of that. Try some of those things out. The chips are gluten free, and I tell you, sometimes people think gluten free is flavor free. Not really true. The chips out there are really, really good. Go great with the salsas that are also out there. They've got a truckload of different kinds of salsas. So good snacks, healthy snacks for you. And want to make sure that we don't do anything to harm anybody. So the best way to do that is make sure that we're putting good, healthy ingredients into our bodies through our food supply. So we do what we can in that regard. But we've got lots of different healthy snacks. And I know we have some people that have the gluten allergies. We've got a great selection of gluten-free foods in the refrigerator and the freezer back here. So all sorts of different kinds of options, and very, very tasty foods as well.
We're talking to buddy Dr. Barry Walton from Max Medicine Mart. Before I let you go, you're big about local sports, and I am as well. So we want to pay tribute to these kids, these student athletes. First off, in softball, you've got in Tennessee, of course, in the state tournament, Virginia getting ready to start up. UNACA's in the big dance this week. And also Elizabethton's Lady Cyclones in the big dance in the state softball tournament. In soccer, you got Greenville's guys and Science Hills guys. Of course, boys play in the fall, girls play in the spring. So it's Greenville's boys and the defending state champion, single A, double A soccer. Science Hills down there in soccer as well. The Tennessee High girls tennis team under Reedy Tony's down there trying to win yet another state championship in girls tennis. Then in baseball, of course, we had Ryan on earlier. Dobbins been at head coach 7 years, going to the state tournament 3 out of the 7 years. 17th trip as a school. Pretty impressive. And Jeff County's down there as well. And so, we've got several teams, softball, baseball, and of course soccer, representing us down in Middle Tennessee for the state tournament, which is awesome.
Absolutely. Glad to see Science Hill beat Oak Ridge in penalty kicks to advance to the state tournament. It's always good to see Oak Ridge go down. We love that. We'll even root for Science Hill and stuff like that over here in Kingsport. So that's always good. Of course, DB beat Maryville in baseball 5-0, so that was a good thing as well. The DB boys came up just a little bit short against nationally ranked Farragut, 2-0. Playing at Farragut, so no disgrace there to lose to the number 14 ranked team in the nation. So just a great, and of course Betsy over there. I continually am amazed at how well Elizabethton does with the size school they are. They compete against the big boys so often that I think sometimes it's a relief for them to get to the tournament time because they're playing schools more their size, but they are so used to playing against teams that have maybe more resources. That it's that they're doing great guns. They always do. They were. I know. Of course, I think I've told this before. When I was in high school at DB, of course, we only went to school 3 years back then because they didn't have the 9th grade up in the. We were still back in the junior highs back then. But I lost one conference game in football, and that was to Elizabethton. So I still remember those things, almost 40 years later. So it's just amazing the way they have been able to compete. And of course, big Jason Witten fan and Coach Ryder, when he was over there, Jason's grandfather, a great man, actually coached my cousin who was a quarterback at Elizabethton before he became a free safety at ETSU back before they discontinued football. So just a great high school tradition in Northeast Tennessee. And of course, we'll be rooting for all these teams in the state tournament, UNACA included, just making sure they have a great showing down there. And I hope they have a great experience. That's something that everybody should really experience is competing on a statewide level for a state championship. Not very many people get that opportunity, so we hope to take advantage of it. And like you said, Tom, we are very proud of the student athletes. On another side, not just student athletes, but the ACT scores at Dobbins Bennett. They had a picture of the kids that scored 30 and over on the ACT scores, and there were a truckload of kids. And I'm here to tell you, I did not score over 30 on the ACT, but there are some there's some great kids and student athletes included in that bunch that were able to not only perform well on whether it be the tennis courts, the soccer field, the football field, baseball, whatever the sport may be. They're also able to perform in the classroom, and that bodes well for our future.
Absolutely. Yeah, ACT. In fact, we talk about all the sports awards. That's all fine and good, but probably at the end of the day, what matters most and what does matter most, what your GPA is, what you're doing in the classroom. Because you can't play ball forever. You and I know that firsthand. So you got to get ready for that big game called life. And so, yep, ACT scores are very important. I can't even spell ACT. So
I was a lot better at ACT UP. I did a little acting up in high school.
I can't imagine that.
And then, you had to deal with, at the time, it was the Big A, Don Adkins, who is no longer with us, and the Big E, Anthony Eckel, who is also no longer with us, but great men who left an impression on more than just my hindsight. They walked the walk and talked the talk, and it was good to have fellows like that were looking out for you. And I think the older we get, the more we appreciate that.
Sure, absolutely. Tell you how dumb I am. 6th grade, I had to bend over and grab the edge of the desk. Mr. Marshall was going to give me 3 licks. After the first one, this is probably one of the dumbest things I've ever said in my life. I turned around and asked him, is that the best you can do? He came up to me 6 years later at high school graduation and said, Tom, my arm still hurts. He said, I was going to bring you up off the floor, and he did. My rear end burned for days. Is that the best you can do? So, yes, we both had that Board of Education.
Absolutely.
And we deserved it. So
yeah.
Good
in
stuff.
fact, we probably deserved it more often than we got it.
So, amen.
For these parents out there these parents out there that are saying their snowflakes would never do something like that. I wasn't raised that way. I know you weren't either. In fact, one time I forgot to attend class, and one of the people in the office called my mother, and she said, "Nope, I dropped him off there. If he's not there, then you do whatever you have to do," and they did.
And they did.
So I was not one of these kids that was protected. I was one of these kids that you were responsible for your own actions, and I hope it's made me a better person.
Usually I was guilty until proven innocent, so instead the other way around. What'd you do? That was the famous words, my father said. What'd you do? I don't know. He said, I have 4 boys. I got one. I know I got a 5th son called I don't know. Who shot the windows out of the BB gun? I don't know. Who put the tennis shoe down the toilet and flooded it? I don't know. So I got a 5th son named I don't know. So he would just get all of us.
I had one called Not Me.
Not Me?
Yeah, Not Me was.
Not Me.
Yeah, he was always in our family. Didn't know who it was, but it was Not Me.
Not me. I didn't do it. Not me.
No.
No. Awesome stuff. We're getting ready to wrap this thing up. We'll be back next month. Give me the hours you're open, my friend.
Tom, Monday through Friday, we start off at 8 in the morning and go until 7. On Saturdays, we're here from 8 until 6, and Sundays 1 to 5 for all your health care needs. Or if you need some good food, make tracks to Max.
Make tracks to Max. Good stuff, my friend. Give me some Taylors.
Thank you, Tom. Appreciate you.
Love this guy. He's awesome. My buddy, Dr. Barry Walton from Max Medicine Mart. That's going to do it. There you go. We're going to swing this thing back around. Hey, we're going to be on the trail. We'll shut this show down. Again, thanks to our guest, of course, the obvious Dr. Barry Walton and William Yarber from right here at Max Medicine Mart. Also, we caught up with Ryan Wagner, the head baseball coach at Dobbins Minute, heading down to the state tournament in Murfreesboro. Also to the Gator man who stopped by. Appreciate all these folks who came by and hung out with us. And, of course, Coach Strickland, he was in a meeting. We couldn't get to him, so we're going to try and catch him tomorrow. He actually plays tomorrow. I don't know if we can catch him or not, but we'll give it a whirl. So tomorrow we're going to be at Hardee's in Colonial Heights, ready to go there, broadcasting live. So not Colonial Heights, I'm sorry, Hardee's in Blountville. Be at Hardee's in Blountville tomorrow, the brand new store, broadcasting live there, having a big time, eating good too. So we'll be there with Shannon tomorrow at Hardee's, and we're going to be joined by Michael Hedrick again, the NASCAR fan reporter, and a lot of other guests tomorrow lined up and ready to go. So we'll see you tomorrow at Hardee's in Blountville. We're out of time. We sincerely thank you for yours. So for Dr. Barry Walton and Phil McManus and Barbara McManus and, of course, William Yarber and all the folks here at Max Medicine Mart, we will tell you, as always, win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for giving us a watch and listen. We'll see you tomorrow from Hardee's in Blountville. Until then, so long, everybody.